So I've been a YouTuber and a gamer for quite some time, but never have I been addicted to a game that's meant to replicate my life. Today we're taking a look at Pewdiepie's Tuber Simulator, and I'm giving you guys some tips and tricks, and just an overall little review of this amazing game. Let's begin. So hey everyone, my name is James and welcome to my latest addiction. So I am completely hooked on Pewdiepie's Tuber Simulator, and I don't know if that's because I'm a YouTuber myself and it intrigues me, or because it pings you and makes you feel good every time you unlock something, and I think that's it. I think it's got that free to play, you've done a good job award thing, and you know, I really like that in this game, but I hate it in a lot of other games, but in this game, it kind of makes me feel good. So let's talk about that anyway. So I've got a few little tips and tricks if you want to start playing this game, or if you've already started. I have them all written down on a little whiteboard over there, so I can tell you all about them. So my first tip is to do with sponsored eagles, actually, so that's kind of good. So every now and again you'll get a sponsored eagle, and look, you can tap to open them. And now there's a little thing with this. Sometimes it will go, do you want to watch an advert? And if you watch an advert, it will times it by 3. So for example, you could go up from 11,000 views bonus to 33,000 views bonus. However, you want to save this. So if you click back to room, because you didn't watch that advert, the game wants to kind of go, no, you need to watch an advert. Watch an advert. And it will keep sending sponsored eagles a little bit faster. And the good thing with this is once you get a sponsored eagle that goes, have some subscribers, what you can do is you can then times that by 3, because subscribers are really hard to gain in this game. I currently have 36,000, not a bad number. I mean, I had that on my channel about 3 years ago, but super cool anyway. Alright, so that was my first tip. My second tip is to use the perk system to your advantage and to double down on things you really like. So this is a perk system, and what it allows you to do is to rank up certain categories of videos, and by ranking them up you will gain, additional benefits like additional views, more subscribers if you keep at it, and you really want to double down on the ones that you like. So for example, I've doubled down on funniness, gaming, and spooky. So I like funny horror games, right? And that's the kind of tuber I'm going to be in this game. But you want to keep doing this and spending all your brains. And now, if you want more brains, a really great way to do this is to just buy stuff off the store. For every rank up that you get in the store from buying the things, you actually get 5 brains for free. So 5 brains for free. If you get an overall ranking, so I'm level 10 at the minute, if you go to 11, you get a lot of brains. You can also get brains by doing the quests. Now, for example, here I can refill this one for $2, and it's visit 5 rooms, so that's a really easy one to do. But you can also do this one up here, which is reach 50,000 subscribers. Not that easy to do. Right, so that was my second tip, to double down on categories. Now my third tip, looking at the board, is don't pick up and play. You need to keep on the app, right? So when PewDiePie announced this, he was like, you put it down, you pick it back up. You're a tuber. No, it doesn't work like that. See, when you're away, you do this thing called streaming. I'm sure you've heard of it. But you don't actually get many... Oh, I bugged up my recording. I've got a faulty Apple wire. This is blasting music. Okay, it's working again. So, that's right. Don't pick up and play. You need to keep in the app, because when you do this streaming, you don't actually get many views or many subscribers. You basically get none. So you need to stay in the app and keep getting those sponsored eagles and keep restarting your video production. So in the beginning of the game, a video will take like 2 or 3 minutes to make. You need to be on when that is done so you can make another video and keep gaining those views. So when you're away from the app, you're not making videos, you're only streaming. And although you can upgrade it in the perk system, you can't exactly do much with just streaming. So you need to stay in the app, keep making videos, keep getting subscribers, and then when you're in the later game and it takes like an hour to make a video, you'll be completely fine. You can put your phone down, you can pick it back up. So I honestly suggest picking up the game at the beginning and playing for like 3 or 4 hours straight and just building up your channel. It's really important that you put the work in at the beginning of the game. Alright, so my fourth little tip is really, really small. So there's a quest every now and again called Play 5 Games of Puggle. So if you haven't played yet, Puggle is a fun little mini game that will speed up shipping times. Now, you'll either get it to do 10 games of Puggle or 5 games of Puggle. I have a really good way of doing this. So when you're in the late game, don't play Puggle. It costs way too many views. Honestly, it's mad. But what you should do is and I do this all the time, is buy a box, right? So let's go onto here. Let's buy a box. And every time you buy a box, you can play about 3 games of Puggle. right? So if I go onto Puggle, click play, and watch this, right? So I'm getting a really cheap game of Puggle because it only costs 20 views. And look at this, you may even get some books at the end of it. Alright, I got ×2, which is actually really good. But you can get some free books from this. It's actually a really great way of getting books, to be honest, because you can get between like 3 and 5 books every time you play. And, I missed that then. Let's see. Alright, okay, so I ran out that time. But that's a really great way to keep playing Puggle and to not spend a load of views. So if you get that quest, do it that way. You can put the box back in your inventory. So that's every little tip I have for PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator. Now, if you want a quick review, I think the game is great. I think it's really addicting. I think it's really fun. And I like that it's free to play. And so PewDiePie or Out of Mind, if you care to watch this, it's great. Honestly, it's brilliant. My favourite thing is the social side of it. So you can view people's rooms. So for example, I have PewDiePie and I have Philip DeFranco as friends at the minute. Ah, right, okay. Well, the servers are down at the minute because everything's all a bit mad. But yeah, so I can check out Philip DeFranco's room and I can check out PewDiePie's room. That's really cool. That's amazing. Like, I like that, and it adds a social aspect to it, which is awesome. Now, if you want to follow me in-game, my name is Chippy Gaming. You can follow me, and if I add you as a friend, I'll send you gifts, and you can send me gifts. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.